Hello friends, welcome back to the Spankey Guitar YouTube channel. Got another guitar here for everyone today. This one is an Epiphone. I'm doing things a little bit backwards. What I had done yesterday or the day before, I had reviewed and demoed the Gibson version of the classic, the one standing up there, or whatever, hanging up there. And I'm gonna reuse the case that this one usually sits in, because I had forgotten to show something when I was doing that review. So I put this Epiphone in this case just for this video. I usually keep this guitar in unbranded regular case. Or gig bag. I have some gig bags there as well. So as you can see, this is a nice Epiphone. Before I get to this though, 1 second. The reason I'm using this case is I forgot to show the case candy for the Gibson that comes with that one. And so here is the case candy for that. You know, it's just regular stuff. You get a Gibson strap. These aren't very good, but you know, it's still nice to have if you don't have a strap when you first buy a guitar. It will do the trick. They feel nice, but I never use those. I always use a different one, but you know, still usable. And Gibson black bag. Only Gibson is good enough. I think they're being a little nonchalant about that, but Epiphone is not just as good. But I would say Epiphone is good enough, but Gibson is better. That's what I'd put on this thing, since Gibson owns Epiphone anyhow. Please fill out and return. Thanks. Orville Redenbacher. Orville Gibson. Gold warranty. Maybe I should fill that out. What else is in this black bag of tricks? Gibson cloth. I should start using these. I've never ever used these. I usually just keep them in the package like this. I'll show you what I use. Sometimes most times I'll use the Ernie Ball microfiber, or I'll use these ones. You guys all seen these yellow ones. When you're polishing a guitar, what happens is this thing kind of falls apart, and you get your workstation all like linty, and you know, pieces of the fiber get ripped off, and it's pretty messy. But it still works when you're polishing. This works good. What I usually do is, well, maybe not this shirt, but just a regular cotton shirt is what I use to when I rub the guitars, like the smudges from your fingers, the natural oils that you transfer to the finish of the guitar. I'll just use my shirt if it's a cotton. Sometimes even the shirt is not the right material. It has to be nice, soft cotton. Sometimes even this would scratch a guitar. You know, it's the same similarity when back in the days when there were CDs. You know, you'd blow on it and then you'd wipe it off, but you wouldn't use the scratchy sort of cloth to scratch your CD. It's the same thing for the guitar tops and backs. So I usually put these things after you wipe them. You know, it gets the polish and the wax. I just throw it in a bag like this. Keep it on your bench. This one, I do use it, but it seems like it still scratches the top. So I'm a little bit reluctant even with that thing, but I still use it. So yeah, maybe I'll start using this, test that out instead of keeping that in the bag. And what else is in here? Whoa. Gibson owner's manual. Yeah, it has everything, bridge, ADR1 bridge. Hey, this one's kind of a lie, because on my Gibson Standard it says AVR2, not ABR1 like this. AVR2 Tone Pro. And that's not in the... Oh, actually it is too. Tone Pro locking bridge. Oh, okay, never mind. Care and maintenance, blah blah blah. This is a handy tool also for when you're setting up your guitar. To you young guitarists, or ladies, young women, young men who are just learning how to plank, I would suggest learning how to set up your own guitar. At some point, you don't want to keep taking it back and forth to the shop, paying whatever, however much it costs us to set it up. Because even my guitars here up in Canada, the neck, it depending on the humidity and the temperature, the fluctuations of the temperature, this thing goes back and forth. It bows, it's relief, and so yeah, that's where this tool comes in handy. Well, yeah, you need so you take off the truss rod cover and put that thing to work. I never really use that either. I have my own tools. I just use this one for the Gibson, and this one, this is 8mm, I think. But the Epiphones, these guys use 4mm Allen key, like that. That's not the one, but that's what it looks like. So yeah, those come with your guitars. Okay, so there's that. What else? And there's this here. I should have did this yesterday. Sorry about that, folks. But I was thinking I missed one of the most important parts of when you get a new guitar is the case candy. Well, not the most important, but you know, it's just a little treat. We sweat the details, says Gibson. Perfect bis innis less zetzi detail. Curimano ogni minimo dettaglio. Not sure what that all means, but oh, it says quality checklist. Exterior finish, top, back, sides, neck, fretboard, peg head, nut, binding, hardware, cleaning, playability, action. This guy, this action one, that's what I was just talking about, setting up your guitar. They checked that off on my Standard, but actually even this guitar here, I'm gonna put this one on the workbench there shortly, because look, you strum each string. You hear that buzzing? That means the neck is not in the right position. You hear that buzzing? So I'm gonna set this one up, because this is a used guitar. As you can tell by the truss rod here, it says Gibson on it. And Epiphone stopped doing that in the mid 2000s. 2004, maybe 2005 was the last time they had Gibson branding on their truss rod. And a lot of people are they think that we add this They say, hey, that's an Epiphone. That's not no Gibson. You just put that truss rod cover on there yourself. When in fact that's not the case at all. These ones, like I said back in the day, they came with that. And in fact, these are the Epiphones that I buy, or trying to buy, or actually do own now. But I'm a player. I'm also a collector, so I'm trying to collect all the Epiphones that I do buy that have the Gibson. And if you're lucky enough to get one that's Korean made, I think this one is made in China. This one is in 04. It says EE. So yeah, that's a Chinese manufactured Epiphone. But there's one there that has that's made in Korea, and those ones are just a step better in craftsmanship. Not by much, you know. These Chinese ones are pretty good too. You know, people say the Chinese Epiphones are garbage, or they're you know, not garbage, but like I said before, I'm a pretty big fan of Epiphone. I've never had no problems with them. Just, you know, regular issues. You need to set it up yourself, or learn how to. So yeah, well yeah, back to the standard. It had a buzzing string, so I had to set that one up myself. And I was gonna take it. I bought the guitars, all of my Gibsons from Long and McQuaid here in Canada. You know, it's one of my favorite guitar shops. I think I've only bought one off Reverb so far. I'm going to be reviewing that one. That's another beauty I'm going to be showing soon. So yeah, what happened was I bought two Gibsons in the same day, and I asked them to set it up for me. And that's one of my pet peeves with buying a new guitar is one of the selling points for the guitar shops is that oh, you get a free setup with the sale of this guitar. And I'm thinking, well, how come you just can't set it up if it's free? Just do it anyway. Like, why give it to the customer when it's if it has buzzy strings, or if it's out of tune or whatever, you know? That's like buying a new car and you have flat tires, and then the dealer says, oh, we can give you free air, but you got to ask for it. So in any event, that's just the reality of buying guitars. Is you got to ask the shop for a setup, and if it's an older guitar, you have to pay for it. Anyhow, so yeah, I suggest you learn how to set up your guitars. Pre-pack checklist, yeah, that's that. And the one up on the wall, it comes with a baby photo. This is one from the Gibson Nashville factory, just as it left the shop, and they packaged that. So that's that. That took a little longer than I had wanted. Sorry about that, but I kind of rambled on there, didn't I? I feel like that took a little longer than it should have. Anyway, let's get back to the guitar here. Guitar Hero. So that's that. There. This is pretty nice. I just got this probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I paid the same price as I did for my Epiphone Standard. Oh yeah, this is a Standard too, I think. You can tell by the covered humbuckers. Usually the classics, those ones will come with uncovered, I believe, uncovered open coil humbuckers. And these these are actually amber or golden bell knobs, 2-volume, 2-tone, 3-way selector, trapezoid acrylic inlays. I think they call that mother of toilet seat. It's not a real mother of pearl like the Gibsons have, but it looks close enough. And It has binding, single ply binding along the neck. This is actually a pretty nice rosewood fingerboard though, and there's no sharp edges, so that's what I mean. You know, the Epiphone Chinese manufacturing facilities, they come out pretty good, unless this was, you know, somebody fixed it already, but I doubt it. The guy I bought this off of, in a city of, you know, 2 or 3 million people, he actually just lived a couple of doors down. This guitar was sitting there all this time waiting for me to buy it, and so we were finally united 2 weeks ago, and I have some plans for this guitar and for the real Gibson guitar, for the Epiphone and the Gibson. So I'm going to be doing some further comparisons on audio sound, on demos, which one you know, what sets them apart. I can actually go through that right now, but you know, one of the things are the pickups, different pickups. These are Epiphone branded pickups. Those are obviously Gibson pickups. The control cavity, they use a little bit of less lubricant. That one is, their pots are, well, those ones are actually CTS pots, but on the other Gibsons, they use a lubricant more better than these ones here. But the newer Epiphones, those ones also do come with CTS, but I don't think these ones are. Well, we'll take a look on the workbench there shortly. We'll take some readings on the pickups, and then we'll do a sound demo. Okay, I'll switch to the workbench. Hello everyone, I just got the Epiphone Les Paul Ebony on the workbench here. I got the pickups out, and I'm going to take some readings here. So we'll start off with the, I just finished polishing the frets, and it's, I also put some lemon oils to condition the fretboard as well, so that's drying off. So while that's drying, let's take some readings. So for the neck pickup, we have a reading of 8.41, and for the bridge, that's pretty hot bridge, 13.73, and in the middle, 5.21. I'm going to switch to a different camera angle here in 1 second. Okay, so here we are back. We just finished taking the pickup readings. I just want to show inside the cavity because the other angle is hard to see. So in the neck pickup we have the 57CH Epiphone embossed LP neck, and in the bridge HOTCH Hotch G LP bridge BCH. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use, you could see the fretboard is, you don't have to apply a whole lot of the Dunlop 65, but you do have to let it soak you know, a little bit, but and then wipe it off. So I already wiped it off, but it's still, I'm just letting it soak in. Now you don't want it, you know, pooling or anything like that, and otherwise you might get too much expansion. And this is what it looks like inside the truss rod cavity. So I'm going to adjust that with the 4mm Allen wrench there shortly, once I clean everything up. give it a bath. This one is getting the full treatment. The new Gibsons didn't really need to be cleaned a whole lot, you know, just a good wiping after every play to get the handprints off. But this one, since this is my first time reviewing it and I bought it used, I'm going to be using this Diodario cleaning set. Or first, step one is the restore detailer. That's to get all the grime off. This one didn't have no grime, so I didn't use that one. But I am going to use this guitar wax, step 2, and then just spray on the protectant. So yeah, I'll be doing that. I'm going to put these pickups back in, and then we'll take a look at the control cavities. Okay, here we go, folks. This is the truss rod cover, Gibson. This is the bridge, and this one simply says B2 on it. Posts, saddle posts, or bridge posts, stop bar. It's pretty heavy actually. It's about the same weight as the Gibson. So I just finished putting some wax on it. You could see. So you just give it a bunch of swirls like this. Then you can, the natural finish of the poly will pop out and become nice and shiny. Anyhow, I'm going to finish that after I show you this. So here is the control cavity. All mostly hand wired. You just have a connector here for the switch. This one looks like, yeah. And yeah, so these pots are the 500K, just a regular Epiphone. And once I get this all cleaned up, I'll we'll get on with a sound demo. See you soon. So there we have it, folks. Here's the Epiphone again, but this time it's all cleaned up, waxed up, brand new strings set up. No more fret buzzing on the low E string, or on any string for that matter. Shining bright like a diamond. So this whole process of stripping it down, changing the strings, conditioning the fretboard, polishing the frets, waxing the body, polishing the body, it all takes about today it took me about 5 hours, and I still kind of rushed it. But it turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. You'd be hard pressed to say that this was a 2004 guitar. This is probably more shiny than some of the guitars that are in new in shop. Okay, well, let's get on to the sound demo. Okay, hello people. Here I'm going to do a quick demo of the Epiphone Ebony. I did a few shots of cleaning this guitar, changing the strings, looking at the pickups. It is now the next day. What I usually do is I'll shoot the footage and then upload the video at night, but it ended up getting too late last night, so here I am today. It is nicely shined up, tuned up. You remember the buzzy strings we had yesterday? No more buzzy strings. So this is we'll start on the neck pickup. That's the neck. Here's the middle. So that's the middle. Here is the bridge. I'm going through a Boss Katana 50 down here with the SM57 AT Audio Technica AT2020 for a room mic beside here. Oh, let's try a little bit of Led Zeppelin with this Epiphone Les Paul. Haven't played that lick in a long time. I have to cut my fingernails on this side. I'll usually keep my fingernails cut on this side, but I don't do a lot of finger picking, but when I do, I should cut my fingernails out. How about this one? Oh, no Stairway to Heaven, people say. Okay. Okay, so that's the bridge. Let's try a bit of dirty. that one too clean. Okay, now let's try the middle. Not too bad, this Epiphone. Now let's try the neck. Just a little bit of Metallica. So that's it, folks. Beautiful, shiny Epiphone. Sweet. See you next time.